Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Lydia, and today I'm going to be sharing with you guys 8 steps, the procedures on how I applied for a study program in Germany from Nigeria. So, as some of you may know, I actually came to Germany for a master's program, and it's been on my mind for a while now to actually share the process with you guys. Some of the people I know around me are kind of like asking about the procedures of coming to Germany to study this and that. Since I've been sharing the information on, like, at least let me say 2, 3, 5 times now, on a separate note, I decided, okay, why not just come to my YouTube channel and just share the whole process and like make a video about the whole process and the whole procedures and upload it on my YouTube channel so that if anybody just asks me, I can just share the link to my video and say just watch through it, and then you know the whole procedures of how I applied from Nigeria to come for a master's program in Germany. So, number one step, I don't want to waste you guys' time. I just want to dive into it straight. And a disclaimer, actually, a disclaimer. This video is just based on my own personal experience. Disclaimer, don't come and hold me for anything that goes shift along the line. That goes wrong along the line or something like that. Just putting a disclaimer out there. I'm going to be looking at this direction a lot because the steps I listed out are displayed on my tablet screen, and so hence the reason why I do like this. So yeah, so the first process, you need to know when you want to apply for a master's program a master's or bachelor program in Germany. The first thing is to book an appointment. That would be my advice. When I was doing my own procedure, there was nothing like a waiting period for a study visa appointment at the embassy. But at the moment, I think there is now like a waiting period, and so I would advise to book your appointment and stay on the waiting list pending when you get an appointment. I don't know. Things might actually change. I don't know at the moment if it's easy to get an appointment, if there is still a lot of waiting period to get a study visa appointment, or if it's now more easy and faster. I'm just talking from my own experience. During my own time, it was easy to book an appointment, and just within 2 months, you get your appointment and then you can go for your interview. But recently, from a family member's experience, I noticed the waiting period was like longer than 2 years, and so many things are changing, and it's normal. Things changes in life, it's normal. Today I would advise is find out if there is a long wait, if you need a waiting period before you get an appointment at the embassy. If you find out there's a waiting period, then the best thing to do is first of all book for an appointment, book for a study visa appointment at the German embassy. I made use of German embassy Lagos. You book an appointment. To book an appointment, I would put a link in the description of my video. I'll put a link. In order to book an appointment at the German embassy Lagos, Nigeria, you need to have a valid international passport, because you will be using the information on your valid international passport to book an appointment. When you go to the link, you'll fill in the necessary information they're asking you in order to book an appointment. And after you book that, you would get a confirmation mail update about your appointment date before the interview. So that being said, step number 2, I would say, is decide if you want to go for a program that requires tuition fee, because in Germany there are universities that are tuition free, whereby you don't have to pay any school fees, you just have to pay the semester fee. So there is difference between semester fee and tuition fees. So some universities in Germany require you just to pay the semester fee, and it's tuition free. And some universities require you to pay tuition fee. So in my own situation, I opted for the tuition free. That's like the ones that require me to just pay semester fee on every semester. So in order to look for schools of your choice. When it comes to searching for school, I would say you go to DAAD. I made use of DAAD, DAAD.de. That's like it's a website where you can actually look for study program, university, PhD program, master's program in that are being held in Germany, and you can see what's available and what you would prefer, your preference if you want the winter semester or the summer semester. So I would be showing you a little video of how to navigate through that.de. Then we come to step number 3, applying for a study program either directly to the university or through Uni-Assist. Uni-Assist is an organization that helps students with application to different universities in Germany. Of course, they have their charge fee. I think, yeah, we'll dive into that. It's you need to register on Uni-Assist. You need to register on Uni-Assist with your mail and some of your information and stuff. After registration, you get your identification number, and then you can start uploading your documents. Depending on the requirements of the school, those are the documents you would arrange out. And you should also note that you need to legalize the photocopy. You need to legalize the copies of your documents. For example, in my own situation, I was applying for a master's program. So my requirements, I needed to provide my primary school certificate, secondary school certificates, my WAEC certificates, because WAEC it's recognized outside of Nigeria, like it's recognized outside of Africa. So WAEC, West African, yeah. My study program was in English. I also did IELTS. If you pass your IELTS exam, then you can actually use it for your application. So before, another thing is when applying through Uni-Assist, you need to legalize those documents. And to legalize your documents, you need to make photocopies of your document. For example, WAEC, IELTS exam, university certificate, transcript certificate from my university. I think because I was applying to three different schools, so I made 3 different copies. And for each copy, you need to legalize each copy. And in order to legalize your copies of your documents, you need to go to either the Federal High Court, Federal High Court or German Embassy, because you can actually legalize, I think, up to 3 documents free of charge at the German Embassy in Nigeria. But still, to legalize at the German Embassy in Nigeria, you need to still book an appointment. So if you don't want to book an appointment at the German Embassy in order to legalize some of your documents, then you can just go directly to the Federal High Court. I took the copies of my document there and also the original. So they legalized it with me. Of course, I had to pay the fees and everything. And after that, after legalization, and you so in this situation, after you've legalized your document and you've paid the Uni-Assist application fee, study programs or 1 study program or 3 study program, yeah, I would say to be on the safer side, if you really want to study in Germany, I would say you should apply to at least, let's say 2, but more preferable 3. And you also need to check out the requirements of the university you're applying for. Apply to a program that is not restricted when it comes to admission. So after you've registered for Uni-Assist, you've legalized the necessary documents needed for your school application, you've paid the Uni-Assist application fee, you've uploaded your documents, then it's time to DHL your documents to Uni-Assist office in Berlin, Germany. So to do that, I made use of DHL. I just arranged all my documents appropriately, all the necessary things, and put it in an envelope. Went to the DHL office. They obviously put it in another envelope for me and did the package the right way. And you pay and and then you post it to Uni-Assist office in Berlin. For direct posts, that won't take longer than 1 week for your document to arrive at Uni-Assist office. So in my own case, I think my document got there within 2-3 days. And once they get it, they actually write a mail notifying you through your Uni-Assist account or directly. I think they notify you on your Uni-Assist account that they confirm the receiver of your legalized document. So once you're good to go, because it's because then you know, okay, your documents have arrived there. And when your document arrived there, Uni-Assist need, I think, at least 6 to 7 weeks or 6 weeks to evaluate your document and see if your grades actually is acceptable by the university you're applying to. Regardless of the grade you have, second class lower, second class upper, first class, Uni-Assist will still evaluate your documents and convert it to the German grading system to see if you actually qualify for the university you're applying for. So after Uni-Assist evaluates it, if some documents are missing, they will definitely write you a mail, and on your Uni-Assist account, don't forget. But you would always be notified on your normal mail that you have an email on your Uni-Assist account, so you can always check for updates on your Uni-Assist account inbox section. So they would, if they need more documents from you, they will tell you the documents you should provide and give you a particular time frame. So that's why it's important to send the right document all at once to make sure that you have all the necessary requirements and you've legalized everything and everything is in order, so that you don't have to keep posting several times, because it's actually not that cheap to post with DHL from Nigeria to Berlin. So it's better to make sure that all your documents are in order and all the necessary requirements are in order before you post it. So in case they need some documents from you anyway, they would notify you to provide certain documents. And if they don't need any documents from you, they will just tell you, oh, we received your documents, we will now start the evaluation. And after evaluation, they will definitely get back to you to tell you the grade you have in the German grading system. If you qualified for the program you applied for and your grading is also good enough for this program, Uni-Assist would send you a notification telling you that they would send your documents to this university you're applying for. And that being said, the good thing about Uni-Assist, why I like Uni-Assist, is because they update you along the line, the old procedures, and you know what to expect as far as you're doing the right thing. If you're not doing the right thing, if you're making any mistake along the road, they would also guide you through it, and they're always there to pick your calls or reply your mails and tell you what to do and guide you along the way. So after Uni-Assist is done and they told you, oh, we've sent your application to the school, then now starts the waiting period. Then you keep waiting to see if you get an admission or not. So coming to step 4, if you receive an admission, then congratulations. Then we move to step 4. Step 4 is all about your upkeep, how you intend to survive in Germany. If you have a sponsor in Germany who is going to be supporting you financially, or if you would be opening a funded block account. So in order to study in Germany, you need to either have a sponsor in Germany who would be financially supporting you, who is qualified to sponsor you, or you have a funded block account. So about the sponsor, so you can either use a sponsorship letter or a funded block account. So I'm going to be talking first about the sponsorship letter. About the sponsorship letter, for example, if you have someone in Germany who works and ends well, the person can actually go to Rathaus and tell them, oh, I want to get a Verpflichtungserklärung, yeah, something like that, sponsorship letter in English. And the Rathaus will tell the person to provide some certain documents like payment slip, informations, and like the status of his residency in Germany and stuff like that. And then when the person provide that, then the Rathaus, I don't know if it's the Rathaus, but bureaucracy will check out if this person earns enough to be able to sponsor a student in the country. Because in Germany, you have to earn a particular amount to be able to sponsor someone else. Take, for instance, if you want an uncle in Germany to sponsor you, and this particular uncle earns around 3,000 monthly, let's say net income 3,000 monthly, and this person has like 3 kids already, wife, and maybe the wife is not working, and if they calculate the salary of this person, the salary would definitely just be enough for himself, his wife, and his children. So in this situation, it cannot sponsor you. But if this person is this it all boils down to the responsibility of the person. If the person don't have a lot of responsibility at the moment, then the person might be qualified to sponsor you depending on how much he or she earns in the month and also the length of his responsibilities. So yeah, and that's sponsorship letter. So let's say this person is qualified and the writer will say, oh yeah, you're qualified to sponsor this person for education. They will issue a sponsorship letter to this person. It's an original form, and this person has to DHL the original form to you in Nigeria. But if you are not using a sponsorship letter, maybe you don't have someone who wants to offer you a sponsorship letter, who wants to sponsor you in Germany. Like when I'm talking about sponsorship in Germany, it's like the person have to I think up to 800 or 1,000 euros monthly for the person they are sponsoring. That's like the person has to give you, I think, 800 or 1,000 euros monthly. I don't know, but yeah, that sponsorship letter. I didn't do that process while I was coming from Nigeria. I did the block account. So for block account, I made use of Fintiba. So you have to. I would also drop the link of Fintiba, Fintiba down below in my description. You have to open a Fintiba account, do your verification of your identity, transferring your funds to the account number provided to you by Fintiba. So you have to then transfer the funds. I think for students at the moment it's like 10,000 euros plus. After opening your Fintiba blocked account and verifying your identity and the webcam verification and stuff like that, and uploading, and transferring the funds to the account number provided by you, because the account number is a account number in Germany. So when you transfer the funds there, the required funds, because on the requirement of the embassy, if you check out the requirements of study visa of the embassy, I think they always state the amount of funded block accounts required for studies, for students to have in a funded block account. So after transferring the funds, then it's time for you to upload the proofs where the funds you transferred to the block account is coming from. That's like, for example, if this fund is coming from, maybe I was working in Nigeria and I earned a lot of money and I have a lot of money and blah blah blah. So if the money is coming from my account number, from my bank account in Nigeria to the funded block account Fintiba, then I have to show them the statement of my account and where it's coming from, and then show them where the money is coming from, a statement of the bank account, and yeah, because they want to see the proof of where how you got your funded block account. I think that's part of the documents you need to upload, and also some other documents you need to upload on Fintiba. And then number 5 comes that's like you finally got your admission, you have an admission. No, you already got an admission before you opened block account. To be on the safe side, make sure you have an admission before you open a block account. So I don't know if I mentioned it before, but it just came to my mind, and then I decided to say it again. Then comes to number 5. The 5th step is enrollment in the university that give you admission. So when it comes to enrollment, sorry about my movement and everything. So when it comes to enrollment in the university, you need to during my time I enrolled physically because I was able to get my visa fast, and then I enrolled physically at the student people in charge of student enrollment in my university. But at the moment, mostly universities you have to enroll online. So I think you need to prove, they will tell you, the university will guide you through when they give you your admission letter. There will be process of the next step to do about enrollment there, so you can just follow that. And if you have any questions, the good thing about it, the office responsible for international students in every universities are always active and always willing to help international students, like always willing to help in general. if you're confused about your enrollment and you need some guidance and everything, they would definitely put you through about the enrollment. So the next thing is to enroll. And coming to enrollment, you need an health insurance in Germany. So if you are older than 30 years, you already know that the insurance you should go for is going to be a private health insurance, because public health insurance in Germany only takes people up that are not older than 30 years old. So if you're 31 years old, you are no longer qualified for public health insurance as a student. Yeah, as a student. I mean, as a student, not as a normal person working in Germany, but as a student, only if you are below the age of 30, that's when you can get a public health insurance. I think it's actually advisable to get a public health insurance. And if you're getting a public health insurance, for example, maybe your visa is not, so let's say you are in the process of enrollment in this university and you've not gotten an appointment at the embassy, then the right thing to do is to enroll, and you're below the age you're below 30 years old, then you can just make use of the public health insurance like AOK or TECA. Okay, AOK in English, AOK, it's an insurance company, or TK. So I'll drop the link to their websites also in the descriptions. Insurance you can use, public health insurance, if you're below the age of 30. Because when you register in this public health insurance, they would offer you a confirmation of your insurance. And the good thing about registering with a public health insurance is that you don't have to start paying your monthly insurance fee immediately. You only start paying your monthly insurance fee when you are in Germany. So the public health insurance can I'm talking about TECA here. They can insure you so that you can use your insurance document to enroll in your university, even when you're not in Germany, even when you're not in Germany, and you won't have to be paying your insurance fee monthly. You would only pay your insurance fee. You will only start paying insurance fee when you finally arrive in Germany. So the month you arrive in Germany is the month you start paying insurance fee. That's the good thing with public health insurance. But if you are older than 30 years old, and maybe you're coming for PhD or masters or bachelors, then you already know private health insurance is what you should opt for. And then as for the private health insurance, you should be considering Mavista. Different packages of insurance in Mavista, depending on what you want. The more the benefits, the more the package would cost. So since you're not yet in Germany and you're in the process, the private health insurance might require you to already start paying your insurance even when you're not yet in Germany. I'm not sure about that, but I think the private health insurance might require you to start paying even when you're not yet in Germany. I'm not sure. You can make your findings about that. Disclaimer. So, yeah, then after you have your student insurance done, you can upload those documents during your enrollment on. So, after that, you also have to do the M10 registration. M10 registration, it's like and I think it's an electronic notification that you're insured as a student in Germany. I think so. You can make your findings about M10. During my own, I didn't do M10 registration because I don't think it was required back then, but I think now the M10 registration is actually required. So to do your M10 registration, you need to okay, let me say it this way. If you are insured under a public health insurance, for instance, TK or AOK, I mean AOK, yeah. If you are insured in the public health insurance, then you need to tell them to notify your university. You need to tell them you are a new student who recently got an admission in this university. You would also provide them your admission letter and everything, your admission letter of offer and everything. So you tell them to notify your school about your M10 registration. So in some cases, the insurance company might say you should go online yourself and just do the M10 registration. It's very easy. Or in some cases, if you want, you can tell them to help you and do it, and they will just do the M10 notification for you. They will register you and notify your university that you're insured under their public health insurance, and then you're free. And then your school would confirm your enrollment, and you get the normal student informations, module informations, your login details, your password, and everything that you need to edit in order to be able to keep getting informations and guides what to do next from the school, from the university. So now coming to those that were older than 30 years old that could not use the public health insurance that is registered with let's say Mavista, a private health insurance, what you need to do is take your Mavista confirmation document that you are insured under them, send it to reach out to a public health insurance, for example, TK or AOK. I'm AOK. I keep mixing it English and Deutsch together. Like normally, the normal way they call it here is AOK, and the normal way they call the other insurance is TK. Sorry, TK. So I keep trying to say it in English. So it's AOK, or the other public health insurance is TK. So what you need to do is take the documents, the confirmation documents from your private insurance, let's say Mavista. You take the documents, you reach out to a public health insurance, let's say Taker. You reach out to them through mail and tell them, oh, you are a student in so you want to do your M10 registration, but because you are older than this particular age, you're not qualified to have an insurance under them, so you have a private health insurance. Then you tell them attached below is your private health insurance. You want them to help you out with M10 notification so that they can help you to notify your university that you are actually insured under a private health insurance, and that would settle the whole matter. So after you tell them that, they would then be the ones to help you do your M10 notification. They would send if you have an address in Germany whereby you can get letters of confirmation. Maybe you have a CC in, is it CC they call it? Yeah, in Germany. So you can then, you would receive, after the public health insurance have notified your school and confirm that you are insured under a private insurance company and not under them, and you like basically M10 registration. After the public health insurance have done it for you, you will get a mail, send you a confirmation that we've notified your school about your M10 registration. You shall get confirmation that you are free, good to go. Then after you get a confirmation that you're good to go, then the school, in case if your school now contacts you again through the module or through the normal student webmail asking for your M10 registration, you can also send your school the confirmation letter, a copy of your confirmation letter from your private health insurance, so that your school says, oh, you are insured under a private health insurance. Even if getting notified by public health insurance take longer, they would at least know that, okay, we've seen his or our private health insurance confirmation. So that being done, like you're enrolled, you've cleared your M10 notification with insurance, M10 notifications, and then the next step would be paying your semester fee. Don't forget, in this situation, maybe you're on the waiting list. You know, the first step I said you should do when you want to apply for Germany, for a study program in Germany, find out if there is a long waiting period for a student visa appointment. If there's a long waiting period for student appointment, then in this situation, you already know that maybe by now you would have gotten a mail offering you a date when you should come for your student visa interview. And if not, you proceed to the next step. The next step is payment of your semester fee. Semester fee, remember I said in my case I applied to a tuition free university. So next step would be payment of your semester fee. Depending on how much your semester fee is, if you go to your student's module, your login details, if you log in and everything, you will see how much your student semester fee costs and how much you're required to pay before a particular date. So that being said, If in this situation you are still on the waiting list and it's not looking all that green, like you're going to get um your appointment for a student visa interview soon, student visa so soon, in this case I would say you can actually um defer your admission one semester more, so that you don't have to pay semester fee. For example, winter semester was supposed you were supposed to resume winter semester. So since you are yet to secure an interview date, then you can actually defer your admission one semester later. So you just have to contact the student service and tell them, oh, you want to defer your admission. There are necessary processes and everything, and they can defer your admission for you. And if you don't want to defer your admission, you're sure you're getting your appointment, and maybe you already have your appointment date, you're already secured and everything, then you can then go forward to pay your if you already have your appointment time and you time is actually the whole period is favoring you and everything is working out fine, then you can then pay your student semester fee. So depending on the university, some semester fee are like 200 and something euros per semester, and some are like 300 and something. So depending on your university, depending on how much your university requires for semester fee, that's what you would then pay. After you pay, you will definitely get a you'll see it on your student module saying there are no outstanding fees because you've already paid. You'll be able to download your payment informations, payment receipt, and you'll be able to see your student enrollment certificate, because those are the things you need for interviews. For interview at the German embassy in Lagos, Nigeria. So that being done, we come to the next step. I think we're already in step 7. That being said, then now you've enrolled, you are waiting for your appointment, or let's say you already have your appointment date. It's time to arrange your required documents for your interview. So the checklist is on the German embassy, Lagos. So you can I will drop the link. I would also put the link in the description so you can check out the checklist for students study program. But I know for each original document required, you have to make 2 photocopies. For example, if they require you to bring your university certificate, so you have to make 2 photocopies. University transcript, 2 photocopies. So for each original document required by the German embassy for student visa, you have to also make 2 extra photocopies. And so and another thing you should know is there is visa fee, student visa fee. So you should already know how much the student visa fee would cost in naira. But to be on the safer side, it's always good to take with you a lot more. You already know the exact amount you're paying in euro, but when you get there, that's when you will know the exact amount in conversion to naira rate. So that's why it's better to be on the safer side and take some extra cash with you, so that in case if the student visa fee costs more, then you can actually be able to pay everything. So yeah, if you are still tuned with my video up to this time, thank you so much for staying tuned. If you're new to my channel, please kindly support me by subscribing. If you like what you've been watching so far, if you've gained during the whole video, please, even if it's a little thing you gain, kindly subscribe and share my video. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Like, share, subscribe would go a long way. Thank you so much. And back to the video. After your interview, the next thing would be you just have to wait it out. I think it takes like 2 to 6 weeks. At times you get your visa within 14 days. At times you get it within 3 weeks. At times within 1 month, depending. But yeah, different people, different scenarios, and different situations. Questions you can also practice before your appointment. So after your appointment is successful, you've submitted all the documents, you've gone, you'll be waiting to hear back from the German embassy, Lagos, Nigeria. And in some situations, they might contact you asking for some further documents. When they ask you for further documents, they will tell you the deadline, of course, and what they need from you and how they need it. You can either bring it physically or post it by DHL to them. Printed out copy of the mail stating that they require some documents with you, because that would actually be what they will be able to resonate with at the gate in order to yeah, allocate your documents rightly to your file. And also, that being said, when during your interview, before your interview, when you're coming, you have to also come with a copy of your the confirmation of your appointments, which you have to also print it out. The mail, the confirmation mail of your appointments, you have to also print it out with you, because that would also be part of the documents that would let you have access to the premise to be able to come inside for your appointment. You need the printed out mail. In weeks time, you get a mail from other package by the whatever DHL or delivery service you've used for your documents. You get a notification that you should pick up your package. Then you should already know your package would comprise of the document you submitted and your international passport, and probably your visa or visa declined or anything. But if you submit all the necessary documents and you actually did everything right, yeah, you have a high chance of getting your visa. Then you go pick up your document and you open your international passport. You saw the visa, the study visa in there. That's it. Welcome to Germany for your studies. And then you have to start preparing and coming to Germany for your study program. So that's the process of applying for studies in Germany from start to you receiving your visa. And then let me know in the comment section what you would like further clarifications on. You can just drop your questions. I will definitely pick some questions and answer it, and then you can get your answers. And also let me know in the comment section if you would like to know how to navigate as a student, as a new student in Germany, because that's the phase I also went through. Yeah, if you want to know how to navigate your way as a new student in Germany, let me know in the comment section if I should make a video about it, because that would actually be something very interesting to be able to know. Oh yeah, you're in a new country, what should you do? Registration at the Rathaus, notification at the Ausländerbehörde, that's the immigration office, about getting a residence permit, changing your student visa to resident, getting your tax number, getting a house heart, like a house doctor, what to do, the benefits, and just how to navigate generally. That'll be a video I'm actually considering to do, depending on what happens with this video, because I don't know if people are really interested in this, but I just felt I should just put it out there. And yeah, something else, like navigating as a student in Germany, like your job, the student work you can do, how many hours you're allowed to do, like 20 hours in a week, how many hours stays on your working permit as a student, how to survive. If you come into block accounts, you are not limited to just your block accounts. You can still work and make extra income on the side. Or if you have a sponsor, if you don't want to work, you can just rely based on just your sponsor income alone. So just let me know in the comment section if you would like to know how to navigate as a new student in Germany, what you are required to do and what you should expect. And yeah, just let me know about it. I'm here and I will definitely answer as many questions as I can answer. So thank you very much for staying tuned. Kindly share, subscribe, and like this video. Just let me know about it. I can definitely share my own experience and what I did, how things worked out for me. So this is basically my experience about applying for a study visa in Germany from start to the finishing. So yeah, thank you for staying tuned and have a wonderful day.